Hi, everybody. Welcome to my talk. And this is Thursday, summary day, the 5 second rule. And I just had a birthday, right? So I'm on chapter 13. That's the summary for today. And I'm going to give you the last two things that you need to do because it cut me off on the last chapter. So I'll say that. Hopefully, it won't cut me off today. But look what I got for my birthday. So in a couple of weeks, when I finish the 5 second rule, I'm gonna start Think Like a Monk. So in case you guys wanna buy it and read it with me so we could talk about it, that's great. But for now, let me tell you this. On chapter um uh 12, which was Courage Changes Your Mind, um, it cut me off when I was saying the last couple of things, which was how what you could do to you know change your mindset to relax yourself. So first she says you figure that out where you're like scared or looking to the future. She was talking about her daughter and how she was gonna move and marry and leave her alone, yada yada yada, while she was wearing that one, trying on that dress for prom. Anywho, she says she counts 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as she's counting down, she relaxes her mind, and then she asks herself two simple questions, and that is, what am I grateful for in this moment? So you ask yourself that, and that puts you at ease again. And then, what do I want to remember? Like, do you want to remember your anxiety from, like, oh my gosh, she's gonna leave me, she's so old, yeah, yeah, yeah. I told you I'm there now, right? But just what do you want to remember? Because one of the things, like, I love the most, especially in horror times, is like all my memories of I had such a great, childhood and you know my teenage years. I All I can remember are the good things because I had a lot of good memories and it was fun. And, I probably had some horror times too, but I really, can't look back and remember horror times because I choose to remember the fun times. And the fun memories is what keeps you going. But anyway, moving forward to chapter 13, which is End Anxiety. I read this chapter, and I know I've told you that because most of this book is anxiety and how she felt. That's why she came up with this 5 second rule. I don't understand anxiety that much, but I know I have at least two children that suffer from anxiety, and it was very different. One of them is kind of over it, but it was during her puberty hit, and like it was mostly, yeah. I think it was all the like, oh my god, I have to get this. Oh, I have to get good grades. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, you know, she would get anxiety because like something was due in 2 weeks, and she would get anxiety because her plan was to do it right now, and if she didn't get it right now, then what was going to happen in 2 weeks when. So it was something I couldn't understand because I'm a big procrastinator. Like, I leave everything till the last minute, which is wrong, but it actually worked for me because then I like my mental, like, um I forget the word, but I'm like focused like a hawk on what I'm doing because boom, boom, gotta get it done right now and like this because it has to be turned in, and I like think of nothing else but the thing, and I do it somehow, some way. But if I do it with time, I'm all like, oh, I have time to do this. I'm gonna make some coffee. I don't drink coffee, but something, you know anything. That's what a procrastinator does. Like, you have time, so you're like, oh, well, let me go do this because I have to do this first. Like you find things to do so you won't get to this thing, which is wrong. But I know it by heart because I've done 50 plus years of that. Um, but anyway, anxiety and still like I read this book and or this chapter and I still don't get it. I don't get how you could go from anxious to 5 4 3 2 1. Let's change it because that's pretty much what she says. Oh, my other child just recently started with the anxiety, and it brings up explosive anger. Like I had to one time, and my heart just fell. Like my child walked up to breakfast. We were having breakfast, and the words that came out were, "Nothing has happened yet, Mom. And I already feel angry, and I hate this feeling. I don't even know what made me angry." And at that point, like, I felt really sad. I didn't know what to say because, you try to fix your children's problems, and that is unfixable. Like, how do you do it? And at that point, I figured out that it wasn't anger, it's anxiety that my child has. Anxiety, like full blown, horrid anxiety that makes my child feel angry. And, at times the blow ups are horrid and very angry. But that morning, I knew he can't possibly be angry. It's like horrid anxiety. But anyway, so normal panic versus panic attacks. Uh, like the normal panic is that truck almost hit us, and then your brain says, "I understand why she is panicked. Everything is okay." And the panic attack. There's just examples of panic attack. I was just making coffee, and now I feel like I'm having a panic attack. And the brain says, "What the hell is going on? There must be something wrong." Like stuff like that. Like you just, and a panic attack is like a normal panic is something like you get scared because of like a loud sound, like you panic and you go and, oh, it was nothing, or that tree fell. Somebody's cutting trees, my neighbors, and like the stumps fall from high above, and boom, it's like the train just like derail on my backyard. But you go out, you see what it is, and it's like, oh, it's on the other side. But when it's a panic attack, it's like you don't even know what the heck, and it just goes. And I don't understand. And this is her kids. She had anxiety, and this is two of her kids have anxiety too. And this is one of her kids' explanation of the anxiety. She says, one of her kids said, "It's like there's this what if loop in my head. And once I start thinking about all the what ifs, I get stuck thinking about all the what ifs. And I can't out of it. And I can't get out of it because there are always what ifs." That's like anxiety is the future. What if this happens? What if this happens? So then one of the things says trying to calm down does not work. Like if I told my child, just calm down, and I've done it many a times, just calm down, just breathe, just like you trying to not be stressed or anxious makes it even worse. Um, so that's what the book says anyway. I think if you breathe into a bag, I've heard that before. Like I researched because I have these anxiety attacks here at home. If you breathe into like a sandwich bag, into a one of those lunch bags, the brown bags. So breathing and meditation, people. I know that works because maybe I have anxiety in a like smaller way, but breathing just makes me. I love meditating because most meditating is just breathing. Relax your breathing. Anyway, I think that helps. That's my advice. But the book says excitement and anxiety feel the same in your body. So she says to use a reframing strategy. Like when you feel anxious, to just, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm nervous, say, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I use that word a lot because I'm excited all the time for many reasons, and small and big. But life is exciting per me. Anyway, uh, so she says that she calls it that when she started doing her speeches that she got nervous and had a sweat session, armpit and all, and turned red, and her heart was beating. And she says it's the same exact feeling of when you're excited. So if you call it excitement instead of nervous, uh, it says physiologically anxiety and excitement are the exact same thing. So shoot, I forget what she says. So but just the changing of, instead of saying I'm so nervous, say I'm so excited. It just changes the I should write these things. But in your brain something changes, and it makes it feel better. uh So she says, the more speeches I gave, the more comfortable and confident I became about what I was saying. But as I gained confidence in my ability, I noticed that the feeling in my body didn't disappear. That's when it dawned on me that maybe this was just my body's way to get ready to do something cool. So I started telling myself that I was getting excited instead of calling it nervousness. Um, So then here's the little brain again. Those are the little brains that I'm reading. But it says, I'm excited too. And then the brain says, oh, she's just excited. Nothing to worry about. So then your brain stops worrying. Um, Catch about telling you. It says, now here's the catch about telling yourself I'm excited. It doesn't actually lower the feeling surging through your body. It just gives your mind an explanation that empowers you. That way, the nervous feeling do not escalate. You stay in control, and agitation in your body will start to calm down as you begin to move. So yeah, so you're just telling your brain it's okay. I'm just excited. Let's move forward, and so it shall work that way. And that's pretty much what this chapter says. Like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to, okay, tell yourself I know what it is, and now I'm going to call it something else because I'm just excited. So now your brain's going to change to excitement and not worry of the worries of anxiety. Anyway, that's what I understood. That's where I leave you with. Um, and I will see you on chapter 14, which is Beat the Fear. I'm thinking that that's going to be a good one too. Beat the fear, because it's fearful times, people. Anyway, thank you so much, and I will talk to you next Thursday with chapter 14. Let's see, 14, and then I have part 5, courage changes everything. It's all about courage, people. And it's 15, 16, 17, the power of you. 16, and then the power of you. So I have 14, 15, 16. So I have like 2 more chapters and the power of you. So I have like 3 plus the 14. So I have 4 weeks of this book, and then we go to, I'm so excited about Thinking Like a Monk with Jay Shetty. But anyway, with that, I leave you. If you want to hear more of all these stories or books, just subscribe and listen to me all the time. Talk to you later. Bye bye.